better way to start off the new year. Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other, and the fans are the beneficiaries.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White on the wing along with Okoro. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Giddey in at the point. Now here's Wiggins. Latrey. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
White up top. He's covered by Hero. And it's White missing. The drive by Mitchell. And the layup is good. And it's Giddey with the ball for the Bulls. It's a three-point game. Bounce pass from Okoro. Buzelis, no one around him. And the three ball is good.
Buzelis showing a little bit of everything with that quick release.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, there was a bit of uncertainty over the summer about whether the Bulls would stick with Billy Donovan or not. He also received some interest from the Knicks, but that was cleared up when the organization chose to extend him on a multi-year deal. It cements his role with the team as they continue to build. Guys, the Bulls have committed to Billy Donovan for the long haul.
He knows his stuff. Hey, Shams, thank you very much.
Well, the interior is where Vucevic is at his most assertive, so the defense has to be overwhelming to stop him.
Powell outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Wiggins from outside. It's rebounded by Giddey.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
From the baseline. And it's White missing.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Mitchell with the steal. Adebayo with the ball. Defended by Giddey.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
White, wide open. He fires. And the Bulls with another miss. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
And here's White after Tyler Hero hitting the three.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Powell kicks to Adebayo. Lets it go from deep. The shot comes out. Bulls trail by 4. Pass to Vucevic. That one misses. Great D that time from Adebayo. A model of consistency, Stan, for many years, Vucevic.
Yeah, look, Vucevic has been scoring, rebounding, and passing at a high level really since he's come into this league. One of the most skilled big men in the league and sort of a model for the next guys that have come around.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes for Chicago. Williams comes in for Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in for Okoro. Here's Vucevic, and he banks in the layup. And it's 6 points for Vucevic. The Heat leading by 5. Hero passes to Jaquez. Here's Larson. And again, Miami with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Giddey the pass to Vucevic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tyler Hero picks one up.
Well, with his rebounding and scoring, Vucevic is a nightly double-double threat.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Jones comes in for Josh Giddey. And both free throws good for Vucevic. And last season, the Heat with their worst finish in a decade. Greg, it was surprising.
Well, the Jimmy Butler saga hung over the middle part
of the season. The team's best player had 1 foot out the door even before they traded him. So now this team pivots towards that younger core.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Jaquez to the left side wing. Out left to the wing. Launches a 3. Larson, no good. On the wing, Dosunmu. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Miami ahead, up by 6. The second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Miami.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Trey Jones. Williams is out there with Kevin Huerter. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Dosunmu in at the shooting guard position. And Miami making a change here. Jonas is checked in. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Jones.
Jones gutting it out in close.
Pass to Larson. 3-pointer. And the Heat, another 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Steps back. Jones with the bounce pass. Dosunmu finds Jones. No good from outside. Miami leading by 10. Ware passes to Pop. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Jaquez. And it's off from 3-point range. Powell against Jones from 10 feet out, and it's Miami with the rebound. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Pass to Larson. Fires from deep. The rebound by Dosunmu. Bulls trail by 10. Nails the wide open jump shot. Dosunmu's got his first bucket of the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Mitchell comes in for Jonas. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic, he's checked in for Jalen Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Okoro, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Dosunmu. Just 4 to shoot. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Jones. To the middle. Here's Buzelis. Pass to Vucevic. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull-up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Guys?
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Jaquez can't hit. And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago. They trail by 7. Pass to Vucevic. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, we've seen this for years. Vucevic is a dependable scorer who can attack you in a variety of ways.
And there's the foul. It's on Trey Jones. That's his first foul. The Heat making a switch here. Heroes checked in. Kobe White, he's checked in for Chicago. Bulls trail by 5. So, Greg, offensively for the Miami Heat, there is room for improvement.
Yeah, they realized they were in need of another elite shot creator aside from Tyler Hero. For all his growth, teams have been able to key in on him and dare anyone else to beat him.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Outside White. And that comes off the assist by Giddey.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's Hero. And he lays it straight in. Hero's got 11 points.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Giddey with the screen on Hero. White the pass to Vucevic. There's the three. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. There's Hero with the three. And again, it's Miami with the three.
And he is so good from deep. Hero puts up high percentages on high volume.
Pass to White. Here's Vucevic. The shot, no good. And so it's Miami holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hey, folks. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the... And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Chicago Bulls. And that concludes halftime.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. We're seeing a tremendous game here from Tyler Hero.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Mitchell in at point guard. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Hero kicks to Mitchell. Offline with his three.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Vucevic throws it down.
Yeah, Vucevic is having no problem finding chances to score. The defense has to rethink how they're defending.
That bucket in no time at all. Hero's got 17.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
An efficient score, Kobe White, effective with or Greg without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
Hero, no good. Bulls trail by 7. Okoro with it. Now defended by Powell. And it's White missing. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And how about the slam from Wiggins, showing off some of that athleticism there.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And checking out the stats for Powell. He's been a factor for them over the last month, averaging about 22 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it. And and they need more of it.
And that one drops. And now it's only a 5-point Heat lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Good. Mitchell's got his third basket of the night right there.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Giddey sets the pick for Okoro. At 3 off the mark.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down. Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Outside, White. Back to Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft positions. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-stars.
Giddey, and that one comes up a bit short. Miami leading by 10. Shots good by Hero. Hero's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Okoro. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. Smith's shot is good.
Well, hey, Smith has this kind of range, which is why you got to at least honor his shot.
Powell outside. There's Hero with the 3, and the Heat another 3.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Jones against Hero. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Jones.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Pass to Larson. Takes it off the glass. Larson's got 11.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Dosunmu. Off target with his 3. It's Powell on the wing. Defended by Dosunmu. Here's Williams. It's tipped. Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be right back after this. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Pitt.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Chicago to start the fourth. They've got Dosunmu. Williams is out there with Smith. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's Jones in at the 1 spot. Huerter, and it's blocked. Mitchell outside. Puts up a deep 3. Leaps for it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Dosunmu.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Mitchell passes to Larson. Jacks up a three. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
And Allie, thanks so much. Let's send it over to the sideline for some news on Josh Giddey. Allie?
Guys, I was able to catch up with Chicago's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's an injury that may have sidelined some players, but they've cleared him to return. I'm sure he'll be playing through some pain, but he'll try to get through it.
Thank you, Allie. We appreciate the update. And, of course, you never like to see any kind of injury.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
White, 9 feet out, and it's good.
Well, great ability and control by White to stop and pop.
Hero. The three is off. Bulls trail by 9. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And that one falls. And here are the Heat. They've held a 12-point lead early. Fires the three. No good there. Bulls have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Yep, that's going to go in.
Well, when the game gets tight, you can count on White to try to make a play.
Mitchell, here's Hero. 1:33 left to play here in the fourth. Now, Adebayo. Vucevic pulls it down. Mitchell against Jones. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And the Bulls making a change here. Giddey's checked in. White looking around. Now Vucevic, just 5 on the clock. Count it.
Big Vooch with a big bucket. That is clutch.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. It's Hero with the drive. Got it to go off the glass.
Well, they're right to trust Hero in these moments. He's a very reliable scoring option.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Vucevic. From 13. That's off.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Outside Wiggins. Launches it. Vucevic pulls it down.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
It's the first that brings them within 5.
Kobe White. 2.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Giddey fires. No good from three. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Giddey. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And that's an intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Penalty.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so it's the Heat winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. And great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce,